Say hi to little Boo. So, I have a few chicks that I'm watching because, one of the reasons we check the chicks every day is so I can look and see how development is going and make sure moms are thriving and babies are thriving. So, I have a couple of nests that I'm getting red flags from. And the red flag was that I was not sure that the chicks were developing at a normal pace. And since I have all these other nests full of babies, I can compare chicks from different nests that were born on the same day and make sure they're all about the same size and developmental stage. So this morning I went out to look at Pastel and Scarn's baby because I was worried that it wasn't growing very fast. And they hatched out. This is not the one I was worried about. I was worried about the older one. This one hatched out yesterday. When I opened the box, it was off in the corner all by itself. Now, I would think maybe rejection or something, except that you see that crop, it's full of food. So this is an accident. Mom's been feeding this baby, but it's off in a corner by itself, freezing to death. So she's a new mom. She's never done this before. She's a noob, and the baby got kicked off. So I brought him in and just held him in my palm. My little fingers closed over him for about 15 minutes now, warmed him back up again. Like I said, he's got a full crop. He pooped, which is a good sign. And it's time to go put him back out. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day watching to make sure that he doesn't end up off in a corner. Because once off in a corner could be a mistake. Twice off in a corner means she's rejected him. So we're going to go out and put him back out. And in the meantime, his older sib, I checked against Niger and Vapor's oldest chick, who was born the same day. And they are exactly the same size and developmental stage, so I was worrying about nothing. All right, camera, baby, doorknob. I have a problem. Hang on. I'm sure that was quite a ride. Sorry. Okay. Okay, Missy, I'm going to give you this baby back. She's in the nest box. I'm going to make sure baby number 1 is warm. And put baby number 2 back. Let me see how baby number 1 feels. Warm as toast. Okay. I think that was just a mistake, especially since the baby has a crop full of food. So we're good. Another nest that I'm worried about is these two down here. This is Danube and Geyser. And the reason I'm worried is because they have 2 chicks that were born 24 hours apart. And believe it or not, a chick that is 24 hours older than another chick should be significantly larger. And for some reason, they seem to be about the same size. So I'm going to double check my observation here. Well, maybe one is a little bit bigger. I'm going to make sure everybody's getting fed. Is there food in that crop? Yes, there is. Oh, he is a little bit bigger. Is there food in that crop? Yes. Okay. Everybody's getting fed. And the one is a little bit bigger than the other one. So that's a wait and watch situation. So while we're out here, let's see what happened last night. They've got at least 2 more embryos in here that have never hatched. Oh, I see a broken eggshell. Do you see it? I'm betting that I'm going to have to pull this little one to make sure it gets something to eat, because its older brothers are so much bigger. Let me see. He looks good so far. And he's got a full crop. Okay. He's got a full crop and he looks good. He gets to stay. But I'll be watching him. These hens can do amazing things.
She's doing a good job, Miss Florrie. She said, I got a little tiny baby in here. We have to be very careful.
I did have a hen. Now, in the everybody will tell you if the chicks are too far apart in age, the little one will get killed or crushed or whatever, won't get fed, and they'll die. And in some cases, especially in a case like this one where there are 2 much larger chicks, that can happen. But in a case like malachite and lava where they have one much larger chick, it rarely happens. I've never had to pull a chick just because it had a bigger brother. I had a hen that actually, come on, Missy, hatched out one chick and then not another one for 12 days. And she brought them both up in the same nest without any problem at all. So, okay, let's take a look at these guys. See how the littles are doing? See, the littles are growing just fine. Even though they're really teeny, that other egg in there is a blank. But I think Big Brother needs to be banded, which is a whole nother video. Look at that little down starting up. Okay. I saw a shadow. Sorry about the weird camera angles. I don't have enough hands for this. So I saw a shadow and an egg in here yesterday. And I'm expecting a baby today. Let's see if we got one. Did that little guy ever make it out of his shell? You'll have to go scoot scoot. You'll have to go scoot scoot. Oh, I see a broken eggshell. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's a handful of the baby. Yeah, that's looking good. Just hatched. First baby for Agate and Asher. Yay! So let's see if anything's happening here. I don't expect it. They had only one embryo, so it was probably the last one she laid. I don't know why it took these two so long to put this together. But I can wait. You know, I might need the candle though, so I see some that look a little more solid than they used to. We'll check and see. Okay, so baby watch, very important because you have to watch to make sure development's happening properly and everybody's getting fed. So I now have two baby watches. That would be Geyser and Danube on the bottom, and the next, and then Bear Girls and Glory with their one little teeny tiny in there with the big babies. Let's see. Something was supposed to hatch out in here yesterday but didn't, which probably means that we had a failed embryo. But there's another one in there. It's supposed to hatch out tomorrow, so that should be good. Let's see how this little baby's doing. Come on, Mama. How's older the baby doing? Oh, he's a fat little thing. Okay, so if something were to go wrong in either one of those other nests, the baby would get fostered into one of these two boxes. Oh, look, the zoo is out. Let's see if we can see any babies. Let's see if we can see any babies. Can we see them? Broken eggshells? Mama? Mama says, I will kill you. Shoot you? Shoot you? Oh, she wouldn't bite me. Oh, there's the other egg. See? 3 little babies and one last egg that's supposed to hatch tomorrow. They are thriving. And they all have black eyes. So Zoo is split to Lutino, and she's an albino. So half of their babies will come out Lutino instead of colored. Zoo is also a cinnamon, which is a speckle-lynx characteristic, and she probably isn't, but I don't know. And he's also a pearl. So all 3 of those babies have black eyes. Even though their eyes aren't open, you can tell just by looking at their heads. So, so far we do not have any Lutinos this time, although his first 2 chicks were both Lutinos, so I guess it's time we got some colored chicks. Okay. Let's see how these guys are doing. This is Indy and Larkspur with their first baby hatched yesterday. Right on time. And they got another one. We should have fewer eggs than that. That is an empty eggshell, which I'm smashing up. Okay, look at those 2 little guys.
Good job, you guys. You got 2 little babies in there. Mauve babies.
Look at, oh, she's out, so let's take a peek at her babies. Okay. Well, it's time to check for feet. Okay, let's see. That little guy's ready to band. He has bird feet. Let's see what next youngest brother looks like. That little guy still has little fat baby feet. See how they're smaller, kind of curly, toes are chubby? He's not ready to band yet, but baby number 1 is. So let's go band some babies. I'll do that on another video.